Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marta. I come from Norway and I love makeup. And today I'm super excited to finally be playing a little bit with this palette from Glam Shop, the Polish brand. It's called Niebieski and I think it is blue, so it is their blue palette. The palette looks like this on the inside and I just personally really love this color story. I feel like the mattes are so versatile. You have two that are more like light medium shades, and then you have one that is relatively deep, the one in the middle right here, and it's so vivid and bright, and then you have a super dark one and a very light one right here. So I also really like the versatility with the shimmers. They're so beautiful. So I'm going to show you some close-ups and swatches, and then I will show you the look that I'm wearing right now, where I used almost all of these colors. So I already used this palette yesterday for one look on my one eye because I just couldn't wait. So then I used like all of the different shades and I made a gradient from the inner to the outer corner using all the shades basically. So today I think I want to use this deepest matte and try to like see what this shimmer is all about. It's so pretty. It looks like it has like this gold shift almost. So I think that's what I want to do today. So I'm just going to start with my S5 brush from Kaleidos Makeup and dig into this deepest shade. I did put on my Beautybay primer in the shade Base 2. It's the lightest one except from the white one. So I'm just going to tap this deepest shade down. I think I'll just add it basically to make a smoky look. So maybe I'll just go ahead and use a bigger brush actually. I'm just switching over to the S3 brush. This is perfect when you want to have the color all over your lid and then buff it out, because it is just really big but still kind of slim. Wow. Okay, I did not notice this yesterday because I used the smaller brush, but it's very powdery. Okay, so I'm just going to have to blow away all of this dust. I think I want to move into this one. This is just such a gorgeous, almost sapphire blue. So I still want to make sure that I have that deepest shade where my crease kind of ends, but I'm going to overlap this blue and then I'll go back into that deepest shades later, just to make help me start making a gradient kind of for my blending. So I just cleaned off my brush using my color switch and now I'm just dipping into this lightest blue. So what's important before adding this is that you have a decent blend so that like when this one is a little bit transparent, you won't have that harsh line. So I'm just packing this on where I want it to be, and then slightly overlapping, of course, to get a nice blend. And then I'm just going to continue doing that until I'm happy with how it's looking. I'll probably use some setting powder right underneath my brow as well, just to make sure that the pigment doesn't stick to the primer that is placed right there, because I don't want the shadows that far up. To help the blend a little bit, I'm just adding a tiny bit of this more turquoisey shade. So I'm just adding that right here. So I just added glitter glue all over the lid, and I tapped it out with my finger to get a little bit more of an unprecise line. And now I'm just going to dip into this gorgeous shade right here. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to see how it looks all over the lid. I'm just starting to place it here in the outer corner. Now I'm just taking my little finger to kind of like foil it a little bit, but also to make the edges look a little bit more messy. I feel like I might have to use a liner with this, just because that would look really nice to have a sharp liner right here. So I think I'll do that, and I'll finish off the rest of my makeup, and I'll go in for the lower lash line and show you what I do there. So this is how my finished look turned out. I really like this palette. I've used it twice now, and it's just really great quality, and the shimmers are so sparkly and beautiful. It's just a palette full of special and gorgeous shades. All the mattes are also super great performing, and like, in my opinion at least, they're super interesting. So I'm really happy that I ended up getting this palette. It's just such a nice addition to my collection, and I cannot wait to create more with it, because as I said, these colors are so vivid and bright, and I just love it so much. So for the rest of my makeup, I ended up using my Pamela lip liner from Glam Shop. I used my Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink in the shade Poet. For my blush, I used the lavender one here in the bottom. I don't exactly remember the name. I think it might be hybrid. I'll leave it down below in my description box. And then I used the shade right here that I was sent by mistake. It's called Nymph, and I used that one as my highlight. So I feel like that looked really good. For my waterline, I used the popular Prance eyeliner from Colourpop, and I just really like that for any kind of blue or even purple look. I just really like how it matches the colors. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. If you did like it, then give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!